Hi guys, the three things that I was given for this task was a spatula, I have a round plate here, and I have a mixing bowl. The task that I was selected to do was task number 2, and task number 2 asks you to make a fruit salad. So the pieces of fruit that I selected from my refrigerator include a lime, some half cut up lemons, and then some cherries. So I have to make do with what I have. I'm gonna have to cut up these slices of fruit in order to make a fruit salad. So the object I'm gonna use to cut up the fruit is the spatula. I'm gonna cut it up on my plate as like a cutting board, and then I'm gonna put the finished product in this bowl. So some of the lemons are already cut up. So I'm going to already put those lemon slices just in the bowl because they're already cut up. So I'm going to put a couple lemon slices in the bowl. That was already done for me. This lime, I don't know how hard it's going to be to cut through it. It doesn't look like it's going to be too easy to cut through the lime, so I might have to just throw the whole lime in the bowl. As for the cherries, what I'm thinking is I'm going to take the stem off, and I guess I'll try and cut through the cherry with, oh, that actually kind of worked. Okay, so I'm able to cut up the cherries in half with the spatula, so that worked, but the limes did not work for cutting those up, so I wasn't able to cut those up. So this was a little difficult in regards to the lime. You can't really cut a lime up with a spatula. The cherries I could cut up, and the lemons were already cut up for me. So what I would have rather had here for my utensil was probably a knife of some sort. The plate worked fine because that was like a cutting board, and the bowl worked fine because that's what I put the finished product in. But the spatula wasn't that great to use for this task. I think something that kind of reminds me of this outside of the kitchen would be, I'm actually moving into a new apartment next week, and when you think about moving, you typically use boxes for moving, but I don't always have boxes around the house or have time to go pick up boxes. So something that I repurpose for moving would be like to use bags, like tote bags I already have, or I have these bins that I use for storage, but I'm gonna use those for moving clothes and shoes and whatever else. So I think the point of this task was to be given certain tools, and they're not always readily available to use, so you have to repurpose them in order to make them more useful for the task that you're doing. So as this relates to technology, sometimes you're given a technology tool, but you have to kind of change it a little bit so that it works the best way for you.